love to sing and speak. We have man-made instruments. You know, a lot of people, this is an acoustical guitar, and it has tuning pegs and strings and all, but it was made by a man, it was a technology. You know, they figured out that this all sounds really good and that it has vibration, it reverberates. But way at the beginning of time in the book of Genesis, Adam and Eve, God put a beautiful instrument in our bodies. And this is how we're built, okay? And we look better with an outfit over the top of that. But anyway, here we are. Okay, so we have a you know, and why I'm saying this is because you kind of have to know how you're built to appreciate how you're able to use it, right? Okay, so with physiology class, I can see like, oh no. All right, we have lungs, we have a trachea, a windpipe. We have this huge muscle down here underneath the lungs called the diaphragm. It's so wonderful. It's an involuntary muscle. It goes up and down, and the air, in goes the good air, out goes bad, right? And isn't it great that it just keeps going? You're all using your diaphragm right now, and at night, you know, it doesn't stop. Isn't that wonderful when you're sleeping? So it's involuntary, but we can make it work. And I learned early on, living in Fair Oaks, above a pasture, that I could project my voice all the way down the pasture, and so that could reach all the way down the creek at the bottom and call someone. So I had a wonderful space. Not an urban space, but a country space where I was able to develop my lungs. But we have an opportunity to develop, this is the muscle, this is the, let's say, like I said, volume switch. This is the volume switch on your speaker, or whatever you have. This is it. This is where the action is happening in here. This is it. So let's see, you have that diaphragm, then we have this wonderful vocal cords in here. You know, that these vocal cords bounce back and forth in micromilliseconds, and the brain just kind of goes in position. No man-made instrument can do that. And no clones in the kingdom of God, all incredible. So you know it's from God, you know it is. And so we have then these wonderful resonating cavities. If you had a cold, you already know where they are. And so it's all stuffy and everything, but this is the bell-like quality. So singers sing in the mosque, in the front of the face, right here in front. They focus the tone in the front of the face because that's where you get the bell-like resonance. Keeps your pitch up when you're singing. You're not in here, you're in the back of the throat, sounds dark, not so good. So you want to, whether you're singing or speaking, put the tone right in the front. That's where it just sounds bright. It has a bell-like quality again, that resonance. It will enhance the natural, other parts of your, we're all different in here, our resonating cavities. So that's what is part of the reason that our voices sound different. So here we are, and then the mouth, which is the bell of the trumpet. So if you're, it's really hard to sing and speak like this. It really is. You just got to open this thing up because you breathe, you work really hard. You have to open this up. This is where the tone comes out. If you keep your mouth really closed, you might as well stuff tissue paper in the end of your trumpet, because it's not, you're going to be muting the sound that you have. So those are just parts. Now, so here we are. We have the windpipe, the lungs, the diaphragm, the vocal cords, the mouth. Okay, this is our instrument. This is what we have. And then we have a pedestal that we stand on. If you're ambulatory and you're standing when you speak, you're not disabled, you don't have a disability, so if you're able to use your legs, has to be strong to stand on this. So let's just stand up real quick, and let's just practice great posture. Okay, there is just imperative, so let's just go over real quickly. I'm giving you an hour and 5 minutes. But okay, so you have to stand strong, and we can go over that. It's in my book, a little bit more about that specifically. The knees are bent, never lock anything. Just always flex the knees. You lock your knees, you cut off the air of the brain. No good. And if you're a little bit nervous, you'll just turn blue and fall over. It's very attractive. Okay, so just bend, flex your knees. The back is as straight as you can get it, The shoulders are as high as you can get them. Your rib cage is lifted up. It's not like collapsed. You can't get so much in your shopping bag if your bag's collapsed, right? You have to, the rib cage has to be lifted high to allow your lungs to take their full capacity of air, plus you look fabulous. Okay, So these are and there's arms, there's elbows, so all this, never lock anything, keep the elbows rounded around your body, shake your wrists out before you go out on stage. All this, if you're waiting to go on, grab your thumb behind your back, squeeze it like mad, smile, everything's wonderful. It's great, just take it all out on your thumb behind your back. That's a nice little trick. So, and Sue Ellen wanted me to talk about breathing. Let me just say, and I'll go quickly, this is how you feel, it's not how you look. You want to fill up with air, especially if you're a singer. And what your homework is then is, and I'm going to just move on real fast, you lie down tonight when you're on your bed, lie down and feel the rise and fall of your stomach. Just like a baby. Babies don't have any trouble hitting high notes or anything, right? It just comes out. Life hits, we're stressed like mad, everything tightens up. You want to revert back to that original breathing. It's this way, so you lie down, you feel the natural rise and fall, then you stand up, translate that into standing. Then you'll be able to get a deep breath of air, enjoy God's presence, and the joy of being able to project your voice without a lot of stress. So God bless you. Thank you.